What is going on, Celtics Nation? You are tuned in to the Late Night Celtics post game pod with your host, Parquet Poppy and NBA Swing Pass. Coming off of a victory against the Sacramento Kings, the Boston Celtics are now 20 and 12 on the season. I think I got that right. What is
Yeah.
up, everybody? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. This is a late night post game pod after the Celtics finished their fourth game of their West Coast trip with a win over the Sacramento Kings with the score of 120 to 106. This one right here, all about the bench to start this game, to keep the Celtics within punching distance to stay competitive in this game when the starters really weren't giving you much. In that first half, there was a time where the bench mob had 35 points out of the Celtics 51, and pretty much kept us in this to extend this, extend this. I wouldn't even say extend a win streak, right? Because we lost the other day. Anyways, yeah, extend this road trip and keep it going in a positive way right now. So the Celtics can't come back less than 3-2 now on the trip. So their next battle is going to be over here in Inglewood against the LA Clippers today. Next game, I mean, and can't wait for that one. I'll be there in attendance to watch. But until then, what's up, Adrian? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Um,
Yeah, it
I,
was a good win. Like you
mhm.
said, the bench mob, they picked up the slack. Simons, Garza, all those guys were contributing. Simons was hitting his threes, his little runners, and Garza the hustle. Didn't see much of Jordan Walsh tonight. He started a game. Hauser had a big game. He ate up some of his minutes. So Joe's just playing whoever's got the hot hand at this point, it seems like. So
Mhm.
good win, good road win, 3-1 on the trip, and let's try to make it 4-1 come Saturday night.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, man, the bench mob, especially from Simons today, just really, really good game from him today. Coming off the bench, wasn't really hitting the 2 pointers, but yeah, 4 for 7 from three today, and yeah, really when we needed like a spark of offense, man, the whole bench just absolutely contributed in a just in a big way for this team to help them win. Let's see. Pretty much everybody that played today that came off the benches was a plus double digit in the game today. So yeah, good stuff. 15 points from Hauser, Garza 11 points, Anthony Simons 14 points, and then you had Shireman and Hugo with three apiece. Yeah, Jordan Walsh, man, 5 minutes, like you said, 0 points. He did not see the floor. Pretty much he didn't see the floor at all after his starting minutes. So
Yeah.
really relied heavily on the bench today to get something going. Don't know what's going on with that, man. Walsh, with the 5 points, and then we didn't even see Minot again today. Another DMP coach's decision. So not too sure, man. Feels like those guys are probably hitting a wall right now, and Joe's kind of maybe just keeping them out the game to maybe protect them or save them down the line. Maybe the season's probably taking a little bit of toll with the extended minutes that they've been playing this year. But yeah, when he wasn't giving you anything, Jordan Walsh, the bench came in, took over, and really helped the starters in this game. Battle against the Sacramento Kings, who uh, another team, just shooting lights out from three to start the game, and Celtics just keeping within the distance to um, you know keep it competitive. And when they take their opportunity to close out a game, the Celtics in the fourth quarter doing it again this game, and the shot stopped falling for Sacramento, and the shots and for the Celtics, they continue to stick to their game plan and everything that they had going for them. in this game just ended up coming to fruition in that fourth quarter, especially when D White is only giving you 2 points in the first three quarters. And then he just absolutely goes insane in that fourth quarter. JB stepped up in the fourth quarter as well. The starters are going to come back and take control, do what they got to do to help this team secure that win.
Yeah, like you said, JB and Derek White carried us to the fourth quarter. Kata gave us some rebounds, some presence underneath. Yeah, it was a good team win. I mean, the bench guys kept us in the game um, for the first half. Second half, it
Hmm.
was just the starters, and they
Yeah.
they picked up the slack. They provided the energy and the hustle at the end to pull us win out. Good
Yeah.
win.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely a good win. Jalen Brown just shy of his hitting another 30-point game with a fouling out. Unfortunately, there at the end, I don't think it should have been a foul. I thought JB got the ball, and it is what it is. But his night was cut short only by a couple minutes. But he definitely would have gotten that 30-point mark again. But unfortunate for him tonight. Um, but yeah, Derek White not having the best game to start, still ends up with 16 points, and he was a plus 14 for the starters today. Um,
Mhm.
Still getting 7 assists, so still doing his point guard job, just trying to get people set up. Another couple blocks from him tonight to go along with a couple steals. So even though he wasn't having a great shooting night today, Derek White was still there playing defense, and just he's invaluable to the team for the starters. Just with his defensive prowess on the team. Pritchard today, 16 points. Not a crazy shooting night tonight, but all the shots that he did make, he was getting to his spots. Getting a little getting some points in the paint there at the end too to help extend that lead at the end of the game. And that mid range from him is just still just so it's pretty much automatic like JB right now this season. So pretty fortunate to have a couple of mid range maestros on the team when you need a bucket. If you can't get to the rack, at least the mid range has been clutch for us this year.
Yeah, I know when JB was on the bench, they mentioned on the broadcast. It's a privilege. It's to have Peyton Pritchard. He gets into the paint like you said. He creates space. He gets a shot off literally against most people, if not everyone.
Yeah.
He's just automatic from there. The little fadeaways, little step backs. If he's not hitting the threes, he's inside just creating, even passing the ball. He's dropping the
Hmm.
passes off. Complete player right there.
Y Yeah,
Complete
just like the past couple games, man. Just the the bag work that he has down there in the paint, where he's able to just dribble, get the defender to bite on a pump fake, and then he just does like a spin fadeaway shot, and and it's almost like a moonshot. The way he releases it over these defenders, especially if he's got having a guy that's like a big man power forward guarding him or something like that, and he just moonballs the shot right over these guys and it's just going in. Just absolutely, he's an absolute weapon, and worth every single dollar on his contract for sure. Yeah, Payne Pritchard, man. I don't know. I don't know like understand the hate that he gets for him being an undersized guard. It is what it is, right? He's not going to grow any taller, man. Unfortunately, so. But what he is able to do with his size is just absolutely insane. Given the circumstances, and Sam Hauser tonight, man. I was pretty down on him earlier this season, but he's put together a nice couple of games in a row here um, in this road trip. So right now, Sam Hauser just putting it absolutely together with the shot making. It's been super super elite. His shot making right now, and hopefully that continues to keep going on for Sam. He did start off really really slow this season to start, but has absolutely come around in the season so far. In this in this road trip that's been going on. So Good stuff all around from him. Until until my boy Adrian gets back. While I got you guys here right now tuned in, I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull up the box score to share with you guys, just so we can see exactly what the Celtics were working with today in today's game. Um, yeah, let me see. So right now, um, yeah, just looking at Sam Hauser's numbers, 29 minutes, 15 points, just absolutely, just killing it today. What's up, Adrian? Got you back here. Just pulling up the box score. Man, I feel like I partied too hard a little bit last night, man. My throat is killing me today. Think I might have got a bug or something.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was just talking about Sam Hauser, man. 5 of 7 from the field. Before you had lost connection, just saying how he's put a just a string of games together right now on this road trip. The shot has just been falling. So something he figured something out because it's working. And earlier in the season when he wasn't putting it together, I talking about getting him on the trade block or something if this was going to continue to happen, but I'm sure he was hearing the noise even from other fans in the fan base too. So good for him to start putting these string of games together and just shooting like really well now. So he was a plus 15 on the game. Yeah, I really want to just like I really don't care about the starters in this game because
Mm.
everything from them was pretty decent tonight. I'm really impressed with what the bench was able to do tonight. Because the Celtics found themselves again down in a almost double digit deficit to start this game. I believe Sacramento went up by about 8 to start the game. Um, and then when the starters weren't giving you anything, Sam Hauser was the first one to come into the game and knock down a couple shots, and pretty much sent from there the Celtics bench was started rolling. Luka Garza was another just like the shots that he gets, man, is just crazy. Like the way he contorts his body underneath the hoop and just finds a way to get the ball into the hoop. Even with some not the cleanest passes being delivered to him. There was the one pass where he had to like reach right back behind him while he's like falling underneath the hoop and throws it up and it still goes in
Yeah.
miraculously. So he's been doing that now for since Joe has like reinserted him into the lineup, and just an absolute like the crazy like move that Joe has gone to, putting Mina on ice these past 4 or 5 games now, going to Luka Garza, and Luka Garza has pretty much made Joe reconsider going small for who knows how long Joe's going to keep this up with inserting Luka, but it seems to be that the small ball lineup is not really what Joe is looking for anymore right now. Because you know, Luka Garza's found some way to get back onto the team, get back onto the floor, and get these minutes, and he's been absolutely earning every single minute that he's been getting from Joe. This past 4 or 5 games now. Just really good stuff from him. Um, Anthony Simons, 14 points. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but he also put together 4 assists as well, and a couple turnovers. The defense was getting on him a little bit, but he was still making some tough shots in this game, and he didn't really shoot so hot in that second half. But when we needed him in the first half to get the score close after we were down. Um, I mean, there was a point where I believe he hit like 3 threes in a row, and he was just absolutely on fire for that first half. And credit to that bench, man. That's really the story of the game. I can't even like really give a player of the game because the whole bench was just absolutely critical to this win. So everybody on the bench gets my player of the game. Who saw more. I would say more than 10 minutes. Baylor Shireman, he only saw 9, but Hugo with 19. So all those minutes, those double digit minutes that those guys played and everything like that, I got to give them the props for this game. All of them get my player of the game because without that bench today, this could have really been a loss. If those shots were not hitting today.
Yeah, a little bit on Anthony Simons. He seems like he's a little more comfortable in Joe's system. He seems a little more engaged. He had some
Hmm.
2 or 3 good defensive possessions against the Sacramento Kings where he actually contested shots and he was fighting on the defensive end, and that's good to see. And I know
Hmm.
December's been a big month on his plus and minus. He's been one of the team's best. So he's looks like he's starting to turn the corner. I like his comfort level. He's not hesitating anymore. He's
Right.
getting the ball. He's being decisive, and it seems like he's just turned the corner.
I 100% agree. I've definitely been noticing that in the last like 3 4 games that he's been playing. And it's it takes guys like Anthony Simons coming from being a starter on his past team. He started so many games for the Portland Trailblazers. Having to come onto this team, find a new role, and now, like you said, we're 30 something games into the season, and he's definitely looking way more comfortable. I will 100% agree with that, and just credit to the coaching and everything right there for putting him in positions to gain his confidence. Letting him shoot. Tell no hesitation now, like you said. So um, yeah, I mean, with the way he's been playing, it's gonna probably make the Celtics look twice at trying to move on from him, going into to the trade deadline. Right now, it feels like the team is gelling. They're 3-1 on this road trip right now, which for a team, that no one really had, including myself. I didn't really have them in this position. Didn't see them in this position to, go on this road trip and be so successful. I had mentioned it, a couple of weeks ago now when I was taking like a browse at the schedule and just saying, "Wow, we got a lot of travel back and forth, and we go on a road trip." It was looking like it was, it could have been tough for the team, but they've been resilient, man. That's the biggest compliment I can give to this team right now. They're just super, super resilient, and um, y- you know, the position that they're in right now is just absolutely astonishing. And once we get Tatum back this year, uh, there's no telling what this team can do because you put Tatum back into the lineup, and this team can definitely see some success in the postseason. I'm not saying that they'll go to the finals or anything, but we're having 6 7 game series. We're not going to make it easy for anyone. I don't think. I don't see this team getting swept even right now with the personnel that they have in a playoff series. So um, this team is definitely going to battle. I think with the history that we've had with watching JB play by himself. In playoff games where Tatum goes down. Um, I think now that we have a larger sample size from the season now, and we've seen how JB is able to play, in these 30 something games without Tatum. I mean, you put this team in the playoffs, and now all the experience that JB has playing without Tatum, um, in the playoffs, maybe Tatum doesn't come back, right? Say Tatum doesn't come back. I mean, it's still a possibility he doesn't. I still see this team right now with the way that Jalen's been playing, being able to lead this team. I think now we have. It's not the playoffs, right? The competition isn't. It's not. The best teams that he's playing right now, right? I mean, Sacramento today. Right, they're not the best team in the world in the NBA by any means, but it's still an experience. It's still a game where you're learning on the spot what to do in game situations, and um, put them in the playoffs, put them against a team, and I still pick the Celtics to in 6 7 games. It's it's just a credit to the coaching staff and what JB has been able to do with what he has right now. And yeah, put them back in the playoffs. I still see this team being successful even without Tatum.
Yeah, I just love their compete level. All these guys are playing hard. The young guys are energizing the veterans, and the coaching
Hmm.
has been top notch. Joe Mazzulla, Coach of the Year. I said it. These guys are just playing so hard. They're not gonna lose for lack of effort. They're gonna compete. They can compete with anyone. They have enough talent to win these games and make a run in the playoffs.
And that's the thing too, is like you say, like, yeah, they have the talent, which I mean, coming into the season, like, how confident would you have been saying that before the season started? This team has talent, right? Like, we hadn't seen it. They hadn't proved anything on the court yet with all the new guys that we've gotten, that we got in the off season. But yeah, they are a talented team. They do have guys that have, they're talented in their own way. They have different set of tools and abilities that they're able to utilize on the court. And for like you said, Joe, Coach of the Year candidate right here, to be able to get the most out of these guys right now is just is just absolutely amazing. Because looking at the beginning of the year, not only the fans, but pundits, media members, that I mean, people thought that we were going to be a team like a Sacramento Kings this year. Um, but the script has been completely flipped. I mean, the Celtics are sitting top three in the East right now, when no one saw that coming. And yeah, I feel like at this point in time, if you were going to vote for Coach of the Year, how does Joe Mazzulla not lead in the voting? Because what he's been able to bring out of these guys, I mean, is just absolutely crazy. Ha- you know, Having the bench come into this game when your starters aren't giving you anything, really, and for them to start the scoring outbursts, to start get the ball rolling, and keep it close, when Sacramento was just absolutely shooting crazy from the 3 point to start the game. And yeah, man, I mean, that's just absolutely, like, that's on coaching to get the little details like that out of their from the players, to lock in. And just crazy stuff. I mean, you had three players off the bench in double digits while pulling down how many boards? 6, 11, 14, 16 boards off the bench. Passing the ball, they had 4, 6, 7, 8 assists off the bench, 4 steals, no blocks. But they were playing great basketball. I mean, that's awesome to have a bench like that, and for Joe to to trust those guys to get them in the game. And while they were hot, and to keep it going. Just Yeah, man, come on, like, it's like, Joe Mazzulla has to be up there for Coach of the Year candidate, because um no one had Luka Garza, Anthony Simons, Baylor Shireman, Hugo Gonzalez on their radar at all this year. If we're being honest.
Yeah, yeah, it's all coaching. He and his assistant coaches and his personnel coaches and all these guys have put these guys in positions to be successful. And it's all practice time. All these guys are finding a niche, the way that they can get into games and compete and play hard and improve each and every game. Um, just play hard. I mean, if all these guys play hard, they're gonna continue to get minutes. And it's a shame that Josh Minot's not getting his run, but Garza's eating up his time right now. And yeah, I may flip at some point, but these bench guys are playing really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, basically, without I mean, Jordan Walsh didn't even play, right? So, like, this was really like a 9-man rotation. So
Yeah.
the starters, and then I guess Baylor Shire. I'll count Baylor Shireman towards it too. But yeah, so like a 9-man rotation today. So um, it's like, I don't know if maybe just Joe is like I don't know. I don't know. He's really like cut down his rotation lately. Because Boucher doesn't touch the floor anymore. Tillman doesn't touch the floor, and now recently Minot. Yeah, sucks for Minot, but uh, yeah, Joe just trusts these guys right now. As far as putting them in the game, and unfortunate for Jordan Walsh, man.
Mhm.
Only playing 5 minutes, man. Something's going on there because his
Yeah.
minutes have been cut down drastically on this road trip. I don't know if there's going to be a change. Feels like there might be. Feels like Jordan Walsh might be flexed out of that
Mm.
starting lineup for maybe Hugo Gonzalez or Sam Hauser getting put back in there. I feel like he'd probably go back to Sam before putting Hugo in there.
Yeah.
Because I think he's done it already, maybe once or twice. Once on this road trip, actually. I think Sam got the start out in one of these games recently. Yeah, I'm sure Jordan will figure it out, but something's going on there. I don't know. Maybe I know he had an illness, but maybe he's still trying to come back from that. But unfortunate for him because he was playing really really well for a
Yeah.
while. But
It was.
um,
Yeah. It's
but
something. Yeah.
yeah.
It's something. Like you said, whether it's an illness, maybe it's just a missed rotation, and Joe wants to prove a point with them. I have no clue. 5 minutes is kind of surprising. You would think he would have snuck in before the end of the half or towards
Hmm.
the end of the game, or Joe would slipped him in at some point, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, and we won, so,
Hmm.
um,
Uh, yeah. I mean, maybe he is in the doghouse. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I missed something in the game.
yeah, yeah, I think.
So, yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm sure he'll get it back together. Because the Celtics have needed him this year. You know, in these stretches of games where they've gone on some winning streaks. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, man. Other than that, I mean, don't really have much more to say. It's a late night. I know. Well, what
Yeah.
time is it over there? You're probably up like it's probably like almost 1 a.m., right?
Yeah, 12:51 Eastern.
Sheesh. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. You gotta work tomorrow or not?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Okay, that's
sleep
good.
late. Yeah,
That's good.
late.
Cool, cool. All right, my man. Well, I'll be at this Clipper game coming up here. Hopefully we get a dub. I'm not gonna be doing the podcast, obviously, for reasons because I'm not gonna be here at home in my studio or anything. Maybe I could bring the laptop. But nah, because I'd have to walk to my Airbnb after that and everything, and
Yeah.
um, it would be by the time I get back and everything, the post game pressers and everything like that would probably be over and everything. But yeah, man. Hopefully we get this dub. Let's see. Clippers are up right now, 111-96. So they're going for, I believe, for their fifth win in a row right now.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, I think they've. Let me look at their. Let me check out the Clippers. Let's see. So Clippers right now. They have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going for their sixth in a row right now.
Mm,
Six in a row after and they're what on the season? 11-21. So they'll
mm,
be 12-21 if the score stands. They've only got like a couple minutes left in the game. They're up by 15.
yeah.
So it looks like that's going to stand. So they're going to be looking for their seventh win in a row against the Celtics going in on January 3rd. Um, they found something, man. Something's been clicking. But let me look at who the teams that they beat. All right, so they beat the Lakers, they beat the Rockets. Okay, that's a pretty impressive win, 128-108 against the Rockets. They
Yep.
completely destroyed the Lakers, who stink against like actual
Mm,
comp. So for them to get waxed by the Clippers is saying something. Let's see. So they beat them 103-88. Beat the Trailblazers 119-103. I mean, these are double digit wins. And then they beat the Kings 131-90. I mean, they're busting some ass right now. So It's going to be a tough game against the Celtics for sure.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that matchup with Kawhi and JB. We got the Zubac and Nemish Keita matchup as well. Um, yeah, and then who's the coach again?
Uh, that old Cleveland, Ty Lue, right?
Ty Lue, that's right. Yeah, so Ty Lue versus Joe Mazzulla. Um, I'm wondering. I want to see if Ty Lue is going to try the 3-point heavy approach like a lot of these teams have been doing against the Celtics lately. I'd be surprised if they go that route unless the Celtics kind of like bait them and force them into taking the 3-pointer, um, which I feel like I don't know. I feel like the Celtics are kind of doing that recently because the teams that we've been playing, they've absolutely been taking the 3-point shot, and the Celtics have been letting them. And they make them. They start off hot, but then eventually all the 3-pointers that they take, they just come crashing down, and they're not able to sustain. Would really be interesting to see if the Celtics kind of bait them into that because I don't really think that that's their game. I mean, they do have James Harden. They do have Kawhi, who's still just an amazing shot maker, an amazing player in the game. So I'm excited to see that game, man. I think this is going to be my first time seeing Kawhi and Harden in person. Um, so no, I've seen Kawhi play, or did he play last time I saw the Clippers when they were still at Crypto? I don't know if he played, but the Celtics lost that game. I was pissed, but it's all good. Um, but yeah, looking forward to that matchup. It's going to be a good game. Is it going to be like on ESPN or anything? I wonder what. Let me see if they say NBA TV. Yeah, NBA TV for that one. So not a national game, but that's all right. We
Yeah.
have a lot of national games towards the next half of the season. Actually, let's see. So after Clippers on NBA TV, we got Denver on ESPN that got flexed, but now Jokic is hurt. Um, then we got Peacock versus Indiana, NBC Peacock Detroit, Peacock Portland, ESPN Milwaukee, NBC Peacock Dallas, ABC New York, Knicks, Prime Video Golden State, NBC Peacock Los Angeles, Lakers. Yeah, man, Celtics are about to be all over TV in this second half of the year going into the playoffs. Perfect timing for Tatum to make a comeback. National TV. Oh, can get
Yeah.
juicy. Get juicy.
The Celtics, what media teams keeps pushing the narrative, they put that little teaser, what will 2026 bring us, just a
Yeah,
little wink there.
I saw
But
that.
yeah,
Um, did you catch that new uh next up YouTube short that they put out with like Hugo, Minot, and all them?
uh, I I breezed through it. I didn't catch the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay. All right. Yeah, that was pretty. It was a pretty good watch. What is it even called? Next up or something like that. But they like focused like on the guys on the main Celtics and everything like that. Did not
Yeah.
realize like all the guys that we drafted this year were overseas players.
Mm,
So Williams is from London.
yeah.
The other dude is from Ukraine, and then we got Hugo Gonzalez from Madrid. So
Yeah.
it's Brad Stevens with his international scouting game going on in this past draft. I was like, oh shoot! I was like, I didn't realize any of these guys weren't even from the states. So,
Yeah.
with the direction that the NBA is moving, the international superstars, man, like maybe we found a diamond in the rough with Hugo Gonzalez. Everybody's saying he was probably like the steal of the draft.
Yeah.
Um, Man, Brad Stevens is just out here cooking internationally too, man. The guy is just a freaking basketball genius, and for him to like do a draft, and all these guys are international players. Like, this guy's doing his homework. He's not even just like looking for players in the States. I don't think I've ever seen a draft from the Celtics where the guys were just international players. So that was super surprising to me watching that new YouTube, um, beneath the banner. It wasn't a beneath the banners one, but just the production that the Celtics are putting together lately with their YouTube media has just been absolutely phenomenal to watch. I think like, we've never been able to get this kind of like access watching this team before, unless it was like on a championship DVD or something. So for the Celtics to be opening up their organization and kind of like letting the fans get a lot of like backstage, behind the scenes access has been really, really awesome to watch. And same with the Patriots too, man. The Patriots have been doing their thing too with their web series that they've been doing, and the Red Sox as well. I mean, they had a whole Netflix show. I wish they would have done it this past season rather than the season before that, but can't control that. It would have been awesome to have that Netflix show following them around for this past season where they finally make the postseason. So but I'm sure that they're watching and they're learning because those behind the scenes, documentaries and stuff that they've been doing for Patriots and Celtics, absolute revenue generators right there. They're tapping into a completely new revenue stream by doing that stuff, attracting new fans from all over the world that can watch that kind of stuff, and really gain popularity for the number one franchise in the NBA with 18 championships. So really looking forward to the future of this team, my man.
Yeah. Amari Williams, second career triple-double in Maine. Yeah, the future's bright. I mean, like you said, Brad's cooking with these international guys and the drafting, and the future is definitely bright. Just keep putting players in there.
Brad needs a lifetime contract, man. Like, they can never let Brad Stevens go. Like, he's cemented, bro. Like, he can never leave. They need that lifetime contract like yesterday. But other than that, my man, keeping this one short and sweet tonight. Good win from the Celtics tonight. Going getting some momentum going into Inglewood for the Clippers matchup coming up on January 3rd. If you tuned in with us tonight, I know it's a late night. If you're here, we appreciate you for coming out. Follow us at the Dynasty Proud and Boston Sports Entertainment Network. I am the Parquet Poppy. You can find me on X as well. My boy Adrian here, you can find him on X at NBA Swing Pass. Other than that, I hope everyone had a safe and happy New Year's. Let's keep the 2026 year going strong, safe, stay healthy, and wishing nothing but success for the Boston Celtics. Everyone have a good night. Take care. Peace out, and go Celtics. Talk to you later, Adrian.
Later, bro.
Ends tonight here. It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions.